Good evening, and welcome to Friday Film Review for May 2021. I'm Chris Bell from the Smithtown Library. Join us each month for reviews of recommended movies that you can enjoy at home on Fridays or any day you choose using the library streaming services Hoopla and Kanopy. If you aren't already using Hoopla and Kanopy, I will tell you how to access them from the Smithtown Library homepage at the end of the program. The first movie this month is The Last Rite, which was produced in 2019 and won the Audience Award at the Cork International Film Festival 2019. This is the first feature film directed by Aoife Crean, who had previously directed 2 short films. The movie stars Michiel Huisman, who has appeared in films including The Age of Adeline and TV series including Nashville and Game of Thrones. The movie also features Brian Cox and Colm Meaney in supporting roles. The movie is not rated, but it would get an R rating for language. When the old man sitting next to him on a flight to Ireland passes away, Daniel Murphy learns that he's been named the man's next of kin and is charged with getting the man's body to his chosen burial site. The Last Rite is a comedy-drama road movie telling the story of a man bringing the body of someone he barely knows to be buried with his family. His good intentions are motivated by his wish to patch up his relationship with his own brother. However, en route from West Cork to Rathlin Island, both romance and family secrets emerge to complicate the trip. Oh, and they are also wanted by the police. The Last Rite is both touching and laugh-out-loud funny, and the characters' flaws make them seem real as well as likable. You can find The Last Rite on Hoopla. Coming Through the Rye was released in 2015 and was written and directed by James Sadwith, who worked mostly in television before making this film. The movie stars Alex Wolff, who had his first acting role at the age of 8 and has more recently appeared in the movies Bad Education and Jumanji: The Next Level. Stefania Owen has appeared in a few movies and TV series, including The Carrie Diaries. Chris Cooper has been acting since the mid-1980s in films such as October Sky and Seabiscuit, as well as his Oscar-winning role in Adaptation. Based on the filmmaker's true story, 16-year-old Jamie Schwartz runs away from boarding school. Joined by a local town girl, he travels to the mountains of New Hampshire to search for J.D. Salinger, the reclusive author of The Catcher in the Rye. 16-year-old Jamie Schwartz is not the most popular kid at his all-boys boarding school. Disconnected from students and teachers, he believes he is destined to play Holden Caulfield, the main character in The Catcher in the Rye, and has adapted the book as a play. After a series of increasingly hostile altercations with the boys at school, Jamie runs away to find Salinger and get his permission to stage the play. Jerome David Salinger was an American writer best known for The Catcher in the Rye, which was published in 1951. The Catcher in the Rye was immediately widely read and controversial. Its success led to public attention and scrutiny, causing Salinger to become reclusive and publish less frequently. According to James Sadwith, the movie is about 85% accurate with what happened up to the moment he went to search for Salinger, and from that point on, it's about 99% accurate. If you want to know what happens, you can watch Coming Through the Rye on Hoopla or Kanopy. The next movie is Team Marco, which was released in 2020 and was written and directed by Julio Vincent Gambuto as his first feature film. The movie stars Owen Vaccaro, who has appeared in the Daddy's Home series, as well as The House with the Clock in Its Walls, and Anthony Patelis, whose credits include TV and short films. Young Marco is obsessed with playing video games and hardly leaves the house. But when his grandfather moves in, Marco's life is turned upside down and he's forced to go play outside. Marco's grandfather, or Nano, introduces him to bocce, the world's oldest game, and to the neighborhood crew of old-school seniors who play daily at the local court. Nano helps Marco form connections with other people in real life, and Marco rounds up a team of neighborhood kids to take on his grandfather and his pals. As early as 5000 BC, the Egyptians played a form of bocce with polished rocks. In 600 BC, bocce was picked up by the Greeks and passed to the Romans. Later, Greek colonists brought the game with them to what is now modern Italy, where it became so popular that it was threatened with prohibition. Bocce was developed into its present form in Italy in the 19th century, and it is now popular all around the world. Marco is quick-witted and a bit of a smart aleck, but he also has a big heart. In fairness to Marco, part of his obsession with the video game is his attempt to retain a connection with his absent father, who created the game. Suitable for the whole family, Team Marco is available on Canopy. Next is the 2020 documentary Game Master, which is the first film directed by Charles Marouz. The movie features interviews with the creators of many contemporary board games. Game Master is a deep dive into the world of the thriving board game industry and the creators behind popular games. The movie follows the trials and tribulations of designers as they create and publish board games. Conversations with industry legends like Klaus Teuber, who created Catan, help explore the cultural phenomenon of board gaming. There are several games that the movie explores in depth. Charlie Blink's Trekking the National Parks was inspired by his parents' quest to visit all the U.S. national parks. Pakistani-American Nashra Bala Gamwala created her game Arranged as a form of social commentary on the practice of arranged marriage. And according to Kickstarter, Elon Lee's card game Exploding Kittens inspired over 219,000 backers to pledge close to $9 million to help bring the project to life. The sheer number, variety, and creativity of the games discussed is amazing. The whole process is arduous and obviously a labor of love for the creators. Watching the movie really made me want to play some of the games. Game Master is available on Hoopla and Canopy. Finally, at a time when the British royal family is very much in the news, I thought it would be fun to look back at a scandal from Queen Victoria's day that is fictionalized in the movie Mrs. Brown. The 1997 film was directed by John Madden, who also directed Shakespeare in Love and The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. For her performance as Queen Victoria, Judi Dench received Best Actress nominations for the Oscar, BAFTA, and SAG Awards, and she won the Golden Globe Award. Co-star Billy Connolly started as a comedian before taking on TV and film roles. He was also nominated for a BAFTA award for playing John Brown. When Queen Victoria's husband, Prince Albert, dies, she finds solace in a trusted servant, but their relationship also brings scandal and turmoil. After Prince Albert's death, Queen Victoria withdraws from public life, so the court appoints a former servant of the prince, Mr. John Brown, to help her recover from her grief. Brown's unorthodox ways and disdain for protocol draw the Queen out of her shell, and the brash Scot becomes her sole confidant. However, their growing closeness causes a stir, as rumors begin circulating about the exact nature of their relationship. John Brown worked as a shooting guide and gun loader for Prince Albert before he became the Queen's companion. He was appreciated by many for his competence and companionship, and resented by others for his influence and informal manner. His relationship with the Queen remains controversial to this day. John Brown died in 1883 at age 56, while Queen Victoria lived until January 1901, dying at age 81. You can watch Mrs. Brown on Hoopla. If you need to download Hoopla and Canopy, go to the library's website at www.smithlib.org, click on Digital Library, and then select Movies and TV. There are links for the Hoopla and Canopy apps, as well as printable instructions and video tutorials. And of course, if you need further assistance, please call us at 631-360-2480, and we will be happy to help you. Thank you for joining me today, and don't miss June's Friday Film Review program, which will be available starting on June 4th. Please continue to visit the library's website at www.smithlib.org for more programs and resources.